You got the job. You checked your offer letter, saw the number, and for one brief moment, everything felt possible. But here is the part nobody warned you about. The moment that salary hits your account, an invisible system quietly begins taking it apart, piece by piece, and by the time you blink, the month is over and the number is gone. This is not a story about being bad with money. This is a story about a trap that was built before you were born. Right now, somewhere in the world, a 22-year-old is celebrating their first paycheck. They are planning what to buy. They are thinking about the trip they will take. They are feeling, for the first time, like an adult with real options. And in 30 years, that same person will look back and wonder why, after decades of earning, they still feel like they are one bad month away from disaster. The answer is not laziness. It is not poor discipline. The answer is something far more structural. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Your salary was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to keep you productive. Think about what a salary actually is. It is an agreement. You give your time, your energy, your expertise, and in return, someone gives you a fixed number at the end of the month. That number was calculated carefully, not to reward you fully, not to set you free, but to keep you comfortable enough to come back tomorrow. Economist Thorstein Veblen wrote about this over a century ago. He observed that modern workers are kept in a state of just enough comfort to stay, just enough scarcity to need the job. The salary is not a reward. It is a retention tool. And the system has a co-conspirator. It is called lifestyle inflation. The moment your income rises, your expenses rise to meet it. You move to a better apartment, you upgrade your phone, you eat at slightly better restaurants. You do not even notice it happening. It feels like progress, like you are finally living the life you earned. But what is actually happening is that your expenses are shadowing your income like a silent predator, neutralizing every raise before you can keep it. Researchers at Princeton, including the Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman, studied the relationship between income and happiness. What they found shook the financial world. Beyond a certain income threshold, earning more does not meaningfully improve how you feel day to day. But lifestyle costs rise regardless. You earn more, you spend more, you save the same. This is the first wall your salary hits. And most people spend their entire careers trying to climb over it by earning more, never realizing the wall moves with them. So if a salary cannot make you rich, what actually can? The answer is an asset. An asset is not a complicated idea. It is simply anything that puts money into your pocket without requiring you to trade more time for it. A stock that grows in value. A mutual fund compounding quietly in the background. A side business that earns while you sleep. A piece of content. A skill, a product, a property, anything that generates returns independent of your hours worked. The difference between someone who becomes wealthy and someone who stays comfortable is not the size of their salary. It is whether they use that salary to build assets or simply consumed it. Warren Buffett understood this before most people had heard the word investing. He bought his first stock at 11 years old, not because he was rich, because he understood that money, when put to work correctly, earns more money, and that process, given enough time, becomes unstoppable. The mechanism behind this is called compound interest, and Albert Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Whether he said it or not, the mathematics are undeniable. Here is what compound interest actually does. If you invest a small amount every month starting at age 22, and the market returns a modest average annually, by the time you are 45, your money has not just grown, it has multiplied in ways that feel almost unfair. Not because of the amount you put in, but because of the time you gave it. The 35-year-old who starts investing with twice your monthly amount will never catch up to the 22-year-old who started earlier. Time is the variable that no amount of money can buy back. And here is the truth that stings a little. Every month you delay is not a neutral decision. It is a costly one. The opportunity cost of waiting is not just the return you missed. It is the compound return on that return, and the compound return on that stretching years into the future. Researchers at the Center for Retirement Research at Boston College found that individuals who began building investment habits in their early 20s accumulated, on average, 3 to 5 times more wealth by retirement than those who waited until their 30s, even when the later starters invested larger monthly amounts. The math punishes delay more harshly than it punishes small beginnings. So what do you actually do? You start by shifting how you see your salary. It is not your destination, it is your launch pad. The first move is awareness. Track where your money goes for 30 days. Not to judge yourself, not to punish your spending, just to see. Because you cannot redirect a river you have never looked at. The second move is automation. Before your salary gets a chance to become lifestyle, move a fixed portion of it into something that works for you. A systematic investment plan, a recurring deposit, an index fund. The amount is secondary. The habit is everything. The third move is education. Learn one financial concept every week. What is an index fund? How does a CIBIL score work? What is the difference between a stock and a mutual fund? What does diversification actually mean? One concept a week is 52 concepts a year. That is more financial literacy than most adults accumulate in a lifetime. And the fourth move, the one most people overlook, is income diversification. Your salary is one stream, but your financial life should not depend entirely on one stream. A freelance skill, a digital product, a content channel, an investment that pays dividends. Every additional stream you build reduces the power your salary has over your life. This is not about getting rich overnight. There is no shortcut being sold here. This is about understanding a simple, brutal truth, that the financial system rewards those who build assets and quietly exhausts those who only earn income. The people you admire for their financial freedom did not get there by earning the perfect salary. They got there by using whatever salary they had to buy time, to build things, to own pieces of the economy, rather than simply serving it. You have something right now that no amount of money can purchase later. You have time. You have the compounding years ahead of you that a 45-year-old with a six-figure salary would trade everything to get back. The question is not whether you can afford to start investing. The question is whether you can afford to wait. You got the job. You got the salary. Now use it for something the salary alone was never built to give you: your freedom.